Good morning dear friends. I Professor Harsha Gangavane. As you know, I am going to teach you the subject name that is nothing but the Core Java for BCCA Part 2 Semester 4. So the basic concept which we already learned in my previous video lecture, that is nothing but the basically what is the features of Java and how we learn the Java and the simple programming like a programming paradigm or programming structure of the Java which we already learned. Okay, so basically for that means when we want to create the first program of a simple program of a Java, so basic things we require to know, which that particular basic things which already learned by you in previous languages like C, C++. Okay, so the object-oriented concept, object-oriented programming concept and the basic programming concept which is already learned by you, but I just want to revise all those things in my today's video lecture. So basically the variable. What is the meaning of variable? In my convenience, the variables are nothing but the variable, means which having the ability to vary the value during the execution of the program. So it is also called as a identifiers. So what is the identifiers? That means the compiler will identify that particular value with this variable. Okay, so it is also called as a identifiers. So according to me, the definition of the variable, it is nothing but a variable having the ability to vary the value during the execution of the program, which hold the memory space in memory according to its data type. Okay, if I write the int a in my program, so a is a variable which having the integer data type. That means we are going to store the value in variable a with the reference or with the following the rule of integer. Okay, in the memory space it will occupy the 4 bytes according to the integer type and which is referred by a. So this space in memory location referred by a which store the value which having the integer type. So it is the basic meaning of the variable. Okay, after that the keywords. When we use the identifier word for the variable, so it having some rules or specification. According to that particular rule, we have to define the variable. Those rules are nothing but it should be start from character. After that it should it do or doesn't having the digit symbol. Variable does not start from any basic special character and all. So that particular rule which having or which we have to consider when we define the variable. So after that the keywords means we does not found or we does not write any keyword as a variable. Why? Because the keywords are having the reserved words. That means the specific meaning of that particular word is already defined in the compiler. So we cannot change the meaning of that particular variable. So it is called as a keywords. So those are the reserved words for the compiler. So user cannot be change the meaning of that particular words. So those words are nothing but the keywords like if, else, like int. So those are the keywords which we used in our programming, which already defined by the compiler. The next one is operators. Operators, you already know that operands and operator. The operands are nothing but the variable which we define or declare in our programming, but the operator, it is nothing but a special symbol like plus, minus, multiplications. So it is a special symbol which perform a specific task. Okay, like plus sign will perform the addition, minus sign which perform the minus means subtraction, asterisk sign which perform the multiplication, whereas the slash which perform the division, modulus which perform the modulus which store the remainder and all. So those are the symbol which perform the specific task, and those we recognize those particular symbols by the operators. So how many operators provided by the Java? There are so many operators like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, and miscellaneous operators like new, size of. So basically those are the operators which support by the Java, and all those operator you just you have learned that particular thing in previous languages. You know all the operators, like those are the arithmetic operator, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, sorry, less than equal to, greater than equal to, then not equal to, those are the relational operator, double and, or, this is logical and logical or, and not operator. Okay, so those are the operators which is supported by the Java for our programming. After that, the concept like selection statement or branching statement, that means the looping statement in Java, which you already learned. Okay, after that, the data type. So basically the data type having the primary or secondary. So the preliminary level or the primary level of the data type, it is nothing but the integer, float and string. Okay, so after that, derived data type, that means we just derive to data type from one to another, like numeric, array and class. After that, the user defined data type, that means the class and structure which defined by the user, and enumeration. So the data type which is be used in our programming, like the primary level data type, that is nothing but the integer, float, short int, long int, then float, double. So many that particular data type we used in our programming. So you have the basic knowledge of the primary data type, derived data type, and next one is a user defined data type, that is nothing but the class, structure and enumeration. So those are the data type which we used in our program. So next an important topic, that is nothing but the token, and which is related with the Java. You already known what is the token in our previous language, that is nothing but the C++, but the token, it is nothing but the each and every individual smallest part in our program, it is called as a token. What is each and every individual part in a program, the smallest part in a program, individual part in a program, it is called as a token. It may be variable, it may be keyword, it may be operators, it may be data type, it may be literals, it may be space, it may be special symbol, it may be anything else. So this is nothing but a token. So after that, we just move towards the simple program, that is how we can design the simple program in Java. Okay, so first we have to define the class, that is nothing but the essential part of the programming. So after that, you have to provide the class name, like the simple program, simple1. Okay, this is the name of the class. So class is a keyword, and after that it is nothing but the class name. Okay, after that we have to do the simple curly brace. Okay, this is nothing but the opening curly brace. After that we have to write the public static void main. Public static void main. This is the compulsorily you have to write in your each and every program. That is nothing but the public static void main. This may the meaning of this particular sentence I already told you in my previous lecture. After that, we have to mention the command line argument, that is string type of array, ARGS. It is not a fixed the name of that particular string type of array, we can change it. Okay, so but you have to provide the command line argument as a command line argument, that is nothing but the string type of the array. Okay, so you have compulsorily write the class name, after that the public static void main. This function you have to compulsorily define in your program for the program running of that particular program. So public static void main, after that the opening curly brace of the main. This is the opening curly brace of the class and this is the opening curly brace of the main. So after that you have to define all the variables like A, B, C. After that semicolon. Okay. What we will done by creating this program? We just creating the doing the addition of two variable in this simple program. Okay, but we doesn't know how to get the input from the user. So basically we just conclude this program by assigning the value like A of A equals to 0. What is this? This is the assignment operator. A is a variable. Okay, so we are assigning here the value like this. Okay, after that B is equals to 100. So this is nothing but the assignment operator. Okay, after that C is equals to A plus B. A plus B. Here I use the plus operator. Okay, that means arithmetic operator. And this is the special symbol. After that we have to print this by using system.out.println. Println the addition of, or C is equals to, okay, C is equals to complete plus sign semicolon plus sign C. Here C having the value, here C for the printing. Okay, after just it we have to close the main function, then class. Then we have to store it by using the simple one.java in bin folder. Okay, we have to compile it by using the javac simple one.java. If this program doesn't have any error, syntactical error, then it will goes on the next command line, and on that we have to write the java simple one. Okay, this particular java file, after this we got the intermediate code, that is nothing but the byte file, class file, and after running this class file we got the output, that is C is equals to 200. Okay, so our topic is token. So what is the token, or what is the example of the token in that particular variable? So particular program, the class is one of the token, second simple one is another token, this special symbol is another token, this public is another token, static void, each and every individual part, smallest part in program, it is nothing but a token. So here public is a token, static another token, void, main, this particular bracket also, this is mold in the special symbol, then string another, args another, this singular bracket is also a token. Okay, here A is a token, int is a token, then this is curly brace, it is also a token. So each and every individual part in this program, it is nothing but the token. So it is a special symbol, it is a keyword, it is a user defined variable, that means this, then this is a again keyword, this is also keyword, this is a function name, then special symbol, then data type, variable name, then special symbol, again the special symbol, then data type, then variable name. So this is nothing but the combination of this. Okay, so this is okay for today. I hope you learn the token very well in that particular by giving the example of simple program. After that we just learn how we can got the input from the user in our program. So keep learning, be watching.